Hey Zodiac Family, Pisces Oracle here with another pick a deck reading. Today's topic is going to be what kind of person should I look for and what qualities would they need to have? Sometimes, we're just looking for the wrong thing. So let's get guided by our spiritual guides to figure out what we should be looking for. So our topic is just that, you know, what kind of person should I look for and what qualities would they need to have? So let's get started. This is going to be a pick a deck reading. So we're going to have deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3. So take a minute to see which deck that you feel more attracted to, and then let's get started with the reading. All right, so if you chose deck 1, we're going to get started with yours first. All right, so what kind of person should you be looking for? And what qualities would they have, okay? What kind of person should our viewers that picked deck 1 be looking for, and what qualities should they have? One more shuffle and then we'll cut. All right, so we'll do 3 cards and then 2 more. All right, so this the top will be kind of like what we should be looking for. So the top is what we should be looking for, and then the bottom will be what qualities would they need to have, okay? So I'm gonna throw this down here, grab a sip of water, and let's roll. So our first card out is the 5 of Coins. Second card out, the High Priestess. Third card out, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. So, basically, what type of person you should be looking for is someone who is financially stable, someone who is in touch with their emotional side, but not too emotional, because with the High Priestess, we have this sort of, put together feeling. Okay. So this person is not overly emotional, but they are still in touch with their emotions. So I'm really loving this. Okay. I'm really loving the feel that I'm getting from this person. For some of you, this might be like someone who is in like uniformed people, like service people, like people in the military, people in first responder type jobs, police officers. This can also be like college professors, artists. Um, I'm also getting like waiters, waitresses. So people in the service, in fields of service, okay, whether it's teaching, instructing, serving other people physically by being a waiter or waitress or working in a restaurant, and then, uniformed people like servicemen, um, military, police, and, first responders. So all of those type of people, they're very financially stable. They are in touch with their feelings and they care for others. So that's why they're in those types of jobs and professions. And with the High Priestess, they're stable and they're put together. So they always they can always keep their composure because they've been trained basically to do so. All those types of people in service industry, I'm going to say that as like a broad category. People who serve others, help others, teach others, they are prepared for situations and things like no one else, like they're just prepared for anything. Like a teacher could walk in, or a professor could walk in having one lesson plan, and then, the students are wanting to learn something completely different and be completely thrown off. No, they're not, because they're put together. So they're always, ready to help out and teach the students to their, to their needs. Okay. And sort of, cater to the students. So that's what this person would be like. And if they're like a first responder or something like that, then they are just like someone who's ready and willing to help others at the cost of their life. Like, that is immeasurable. Like, military men, servicemen, police officers. I mean, that's unbelievable. Those guys, I think, are very hot. And ladies too, because there are women first responders. There's 911 operators, and then there's women waiters. There are women police officers. So, it doesn't have to be gender specific. Okay. It could be anyone, male or female, masculine or feminine, who's in those types of jobs. All right, so that's really cool. And so our next part of the topic was, what qualities would they need to have? So then we have these two cards. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Devil. So the qualities this person would have would be that they are protectorates, okay? They protect people. They ensure that people are being educated, not being educated in a biased way. People who risk their lives to help others. So, someone who would really work with you. And then with this Devil card, I'm not really getting the traditional devil style. Or from this, I'm not getting this, like, fact that, this person should be addictive. I think with here, this person has more like really strong sexual urges and sexual desires. So I feel like some of you in this group have really strong sexual urges and desires. So that's why this card is coming up, because it's not really like, an addiction or something like that. It's more of like a sexual desire situation. Like, they're really sexually excited. And those of you who are in this group, these people really are similar like you. I think this group, you would be attracting this because this is also how you are. You're free with your sexuality, and you're not, you don't have these really strong sexual boundaries. You're willing to participate, you're willing to explore. So yeah, but you're also safe with them in that, because they are a protector, they are comforting, they are in touch with their emotions, they're financially stable, and they're well put together. So they're always going to be, this person's completely balanced, basically. Okay. You have everything you would need in a relationship with this group. Let's pull a Romance Angels card just to see if we can get, actually two of those, just to see if there's any last piece of advice we should be taking a look at. Let's see. So what else about this person, or their qualities, or what we should be looking for? One more shuffle. Whoops. One came out. And it is finances and career. So yeah, we definitely want them to be focused on their career, because they're going to be financially stable and able to, if not provide, help out in a in a partnership, in a committed relationship. And then we also have getting to know each other. So this person would definitely take their time to get to know you. They wouldn't rush into things, and they would do everything in their power to make you comfortable and accept you. They're very accepting of you, whether you're sexually explorative or not. They're going to make you feel comfortable. Yeah, so I think these are great qualities. I think this is a really good reading for you guys. And I really hope that, it's getting closer to Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are out there and you're being open to love, not like shutting things down. If someone smiles at you, shoot them a smile back. You never know when you can make that love connection. I mean, it just happens. It's a spark. And if you're out there radiating love, radiating kindness, radiating joy, that's just a clue or a key to get someone, to head your way. Your positive, your positivity will just attract those high vibrational people, and that's what we're looking for right now. If we're not with someone, we're looking for those high vibe people. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you're enjoying the channel. If you need any of our information, it's down below in the description box. And if you want Associated Face the Voice, check out my website, PiscesOracle.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now. All right, so those of you who chose deck number 2, this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, and then we'll do the layout, and I'll remind you of the topic. 2, 1 more, 3. All right, so those of you who chose deck 3, I'm just going to remind you of the topic. What kind of person should I look for, and what qualities would they need to have? So the top 3 cards are going to be what kind of person, and then the bottom 2 cards will be what qualities should they have. And then I probably will pull 2 romance angels, so I'm just going to set this on the side. And I've got angel answers on backup just in case. So let's get started with what kind of person should you be looking for, okay? So we have the Hanged Man. We have 4 of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Wands. And remember, Crystal Tarot doesn't read reversals, and I'm kind of leaning towards not reading reversals when I'm getting that vibe. So I've kind of been feeling that all day today. So we've got the Hanged Man, 4 of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. So with this, I'm definitely feeling like this person is very, how should I say this? They are very, very routine, okay? They're very regimented, okay? With the Hangman, they're not likely to just like go out and do something crazy. You know, they like schedule, they like plans. I get for a lot of you in this group, you want someone who knows what they're doing, knows where they're going, and knows where they're headed, you know, and is comfortable with who they are as a person, okay? With the 4 of Pentacles, they're definitely financially stable, but they're not like super rich. You know, they've got their finances in order, okay? But they're always looking to score bigger opportunities, bigger jobs, because with this Ace of Wands, I mean, they just have it. They have that fire energy, and they have that, you know, success in mind. You know, they look at everything. If the Hangman is stably hanging there, like he's not moving, he's just looking at all of his options upside down, you know. So you know, that's what I'm getting from this person, is just like they're regimented, they're stable, they're looking at all their options, they're keeping their ducks in a row, and they're very stable, they're very level-headed, and they're fiery energy too. So you could be dealing with, you know, fire signs, but it could be anything. I'm seeing earth, water, air, and fire here. Let's check out the bottom 2 cards. What qualities would they need to have? So we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Lovers. Lovely. I love when I get this card in this deck. It's so cute. So yeah, this person would have to be, you know, very financially stable, very chivalrous, very kind, very stable, successful, and what they would also need to be though is emotionally available. You know, with the Lovers card, this person needs to be willing to have a relationship with you, and I feel like this person would. Let's talk about what types of careers these people are in: business, finances, they're in sales, they're in construction. So, any of that stuff like business, finance, sales, construction, those are all like serious money making jobs. So, they've got their pentacles, you know, with the 4 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We're definitely getting like super financially stable guys who are out to make sure they are successful with that Ace of Wands. And with the Lovers card, you will just be an addition to all of their success, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for someone who's already successful so that, you can just be an addition to their success. So that's what you should be looking for. You should be looking for someone who's successful and in any of those careers, business, sales, finance, construction. All of those people are very focused on work, focused on jobs, focused on projects. They're very stable. They can look at the big picture and they see everything that needs to be done, and they can handle tasks in a very they can handle their tasks in a very regimented, orderly way. Okay, so let's pull 2 romance angels cards just for a last piece of advice. One shuffle, 2 shuffles, and one more. 3. All right, so we've got honeymoon. So with this card, it's like, this person, because they're so successful, they would definitely want to be able to take you away from it all. Like, they're going to be very driven and focused, but when it comes time, they're going to be able to take time out and actually be with you and develop the relationship and show you the appreciation that they have for you being in the relationship with a person like this, because they're very driven, they're very focused, and they want you to be a part of their life, but they'll also want to show you um, a reward for you being a stable partner who's supportive and lets them do what they need to do and express your love. So they're definitely not the kind of person that's going to be like, I adore you with poetry and things like that. These people need you to kind of soften them up a little bit. So if you see him, he looks a little bit more like um, masculine, and so does it here, and so does it here, and so does he here. And then the woman is sort of like that softer side, that feminine side. Whether you identify as masculine or feminine, that's what I'm talking about. Like, so this person is going to be very masculine, and you are going to be very feminine. And what they want is they want you to soften their rough side. You know, they're in these careers where things are cutthroat. So business, finance, construction, um, sales, all those things are cutthroat. So they want a softer side. They want a feminine energy in their very male oriented energy jobs. And there are many women in finance, sales, construction. I mean, it's not to say whether, you're a masculine and they're a feminine. It's just the energies play that way. Okay. So this is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. If you need any of my information, down below in that description box, you want to see a face to the voice, check out my website, PiscesOracle.com. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next vid. Bye. Shuffle this. 1, 2. Just clear out the energy from the last reading. And 3. Right. All right, guys. So if you chose deck 3, this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. So if you want to skip ahead, I should have timestamps posted. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so remember the topic is what kind of person should I look for and what qualities would they need to have? So what kind of person should I look for and what qualities do they need to have? We're going to do 3 cards at the top for what kind of person and then 2 cards at the bottom for what qualities you should look for. And then we'll pull a couple romance angels at the end just for a last piece of advice. This card was coming, so I'm going to pull it out. It wanted to be there. So you guys are getting an additional card here. Maybe you needed a little bit more advice. All right, so let's pull the first card. We have the 6 of Wands. Oops. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have Queen of Wands. So, what kind of person should you be looking for? I'm getting a lot of sort of like just let me take one more minute. I want to say this clearly. All right. So I'm getting a lot of like business owners, okay? So people who own their own business, all right? And with this, they're financially stable, they're very set in their goals. They're very fiery and passionate about what they do because it is their livelihood. So what kind of qualities what kind of person should you look for? You should look for someone who is very passionate about life and what they're doing in life. Because in essence, those are the people that have that fire under their belt and are willing to, make things happen in a marriage, in a relationship, in a business. They don't give up easily on things. So I get for some of you, you've been given up on. And these people don't do that. They do not give up on what their projects are or what their business is or any of their goals that they have. They don't give up on them because they really believe in themselves and they believe in following through. Okay. So, yeah, that's the kind of person you should look for. So, what kind of qualities or what qualities would they need to have? We have Page of Wands, more fiery energy there. And it doesn't mean fire sign. We've got fire, earth, um, we've got air, the Hermit. So, Page of Wands, the Hermit, and the Tower. Page of Wands, the Hermit, Page of Wands, Hermit, and Tower. All right. So what I'm getting here is that this person also requires solitude. So there's someone that would match up with you because I believe that many of you like that sort of solitude. Like you would be sitting in the chair doing your thing and they would be sitting in like you'd be reading a book or listening to music or drawing or coloring or painting in your chair. And they would be sort of like going over their ideas and their business issues and, trying to wrap things up for the day, but in their own space and you be in your own space. So the Hermit energy. And then with this Page of Wands here, I'm getting like that once they kind of like do all of the stuff they need to do, they'll bounce their ideas off of you. Like, honey, do you think this is a good idea? Honey, what do you think about this? What should I do with this project? Like, they want your feedback too. So this person's going to make you a very important part of their life because they're going to want to know what you think and feel about everything and every step of the way. So this is like a dual partnership where they have these ideas, they have this business, and you support them and help them, make those decisions. So yeah, so what kind of qualities they are? I mean, sorry, what qualities would they need to have is that, they need to have sort of like a patience with you and they need to be like accepting of your view. They need to be able to listen to what you have to say. And, they also seem to be very like calm, collected, but then super passionate about like everything in life. And these are people that do things like go hiking. I see fishing, I see walks on the beach, I see exercise, working out. They're very conscientious about their life and their lifestyle. I also see yoga instructors. I see like meditational services. I see some esoterics here. Just people with their own niche, their own kind of niche in life. I see technology. I see like just coffee shop owners, things like that, like people who own their own coffee shops or their own business. I see like, you know, owning their own shipping or copying company or some sort of digitally technological company that's theirs or, those sorts of traits. Because those people work really hard, but they're also trying to bounce ideas off of people. They're always working for themselves and trying to make their products and their businesses more successful. So they're going to be bouncing ideas off of you and they're going to respect your opinions. And you seem like you want them to respect your opinions. You've been with other people who don't respect your opinions and your thoughts and ideas on things. And with this tower, it's like even if you don't know what they're talking about, because sometimes like I know when my special person is talking about like these elect these technology things and like electronics and like I don't know. He just says so many things, and I'm just like, I don't know what the freak you're talking about. Like, I can barely record my YouTube videos and edit them. So they're still going to accept your opinion, and, you'll have a lot of laughs because sometimes you'll just be like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but you go do it, because you're supportive and you're going to bounce ideas off of each other. And you never know. You may be really creative because I do see that with the Page of Wands. I see some creativity in you, and that will bounce off their sort of intellect. So you're creative, they're intellectual, but you can still have a great relationship. And I think that's another thing. It's like you need to look for an intellectual person who can understand your creativity. Let's check out those romance angels, huh? Let's pull a couple of those. So one shuffle, two shuffles, and three shuffles. All right, so I'm going to get two of these. We've got Unrequited Love, and we've got Past Life Relationship. All right, so what I'm feeling for this is that you kind of know this person already. You may not have been open to love when you first met them, but you have a past life relationship, so you're already connected and there's no way out of this. So that is your last piece of advice. I think right now is a good time for you to be open for love from any direction. If someone shoots you a smile, shoot it back. I feel like you definitely know this person though, and at first you were kind of like, I don't know if I should really get involved with this person. I'm very confused about that situation, but you have this big pull because it was a past life relationship and you've been together before, in other times. And if it wasn't a past life relationship, then it was definitely a past relationship, or like a childhood friendship, or a business partnership, or like maybe you worked at the same place and then this person left to open up their own business or practice. I'm also seeing doctors, attorneys. Yeah, so any of that. So it's not that it's an unrequited love, it's that you at first were kind of like, I don't know about this person, but you're feeling that past life connection pull. You're feeling that previous connection just pull you back. And that has a lot to do with the full moon that just passed. We're closing cycles, and I think this has a lot to do with that. All right, so I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I hope you enjoyed this reading especially. And if you need any of my information, it's down below in the description box. If you want to associate a face with the voice, check out my website, PiscesOracle.com. See you guys in the next video. Bye now.